What up, y'all? Today we're gonna be watching how police captured Colorado's smartest killer. Let's get it.
All right, guys, we're here. Where the else you gonna be? Right here with the two of us. Let's go. Come on.
Brand
go.
new Dr. Insanity.
Go.
How police captured Colorado's smartest
Oh.
killer in an hour and 14 minutes. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, please click the like button. We're going to watch this whole thing. And if you aren't subscribed, please
Come
subscribe.
on.
We're trying to hit 1 million
You're not subscribing. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Come on. You're with the fucking best in the business right here. Even though we're not gonna be at the Streamer Awards. You're with the best in the business right here. You know it. That's why you're here.
This is the mother of 43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds, she's going to find Crystal's lifeless body inside
What?
this.
That's
In
Oh my
a few seconds,
Oh my
she's gonna
god!
see
Oh my
it?
god! This poor woman has to find her daughter dead.
That's
This
like a
poor
parent's
lady.
biggest
Oh
fear
my
right there.
god, dude! Jesus, is this real?
This
Oh,
is
no.
the mother of 43-year-old Crystal Krug inside this very garage.
Hello? I need to stay out, please.
Is that a cop?
Yeah.
And this is Daniel Krug, the man who killed her. He's heading in for another normal workday, just minutes after leaving his wife's lifeless body hidden in the garage of their own home.
Oh shit. Holy fuck.
For the last 4
didn't even try to
months,
hide it, he
this
just
man
left
has
it.
been engineering the most calculated
bro.
homicide plot Colorado has ever seen, creating fake identities, manipulating Crystal's children, and setting up the perfect scapegoat to take the blame. He believes his plan is bulletproof, that police will spend weeks chasing a ghost and eventually arrest someone else for the murder he committed. And despite nearly perfect detective work, his plan works exactly the way he intended.
My husband said there was a dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. Oh my god, this can't be true.
This guy put something in place where he had this fake thing going on for months that she was being stalked. That's diabolical. You're planning this for
Dude, why don't you
months.
just get a divorce?
Wanna
Get a fucking divorce at that
You
point.
want to have this conversation?
Just fucking run away.
You want to have this conversation?
Just go somewhere else.
Fi-
Take all the money and run.
Financially and
Whoa.
no, these guys, these sick son of a bitch. The guy goes, no, divorce, I gotta pay her, Instead, I'm gonna kill. Dude, we talked about this.
Oh, life insurance. Oh, my
You're
God.
you're taking.
Life insurance shouldn't be a thing.
For real.
No, come on, man. Don't say that.
No.
Don't say
No,
that.
no.
Don't
If there's
say
a
that.
I
murder.
agree with Los.
Don't-
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, no shit. If there's a murder, I'm saying.
If there's a murder, this shouldn't be a thing.
Okay, you're missing. You're talking about four different things.
I'm really not, because how many
insurance-
people try to fucking scam because
Listen,
you're fucking murdering?
there's always going to be a scammer. I'm saying, God forbid, you're a father and you're taking care of a family and you die. You have life insurance. You know, you're taking care of your family.
All right, then I take it back. Okay, I say
Yeah.
sorry.
No. You're saying fraudulent. No shit. I mean, it's crazy, but
Touch me inappropriate lows.
Yeah.
what?
Touch me inappropriately lows is being spammed.
I'm very. There's a part of me that's very happy that we're very welcoming to the gay community, and obviously there's a lot of gay men in the chat, and
What?
that's wonderful because obviously the compliments you're getting, they're coming from gay men, and I think we're very open here to the gay community, and I think it's a wonderful thing. So thank you, gay men. All right, let's go.
Like the fact that was like, I'm not even gonna. You know what?
Yeah, good luck to this. Good luck to the duo winning the streamer award.
All
on
right, let's. All
Saturday.
right, bro. Did you get your tux? Because we're presenting. I got it yesterday.
Oh God, you threw me off. I wasn't expecting that. Oh God. No. You hit me with you hit me with a left hook. I wasn't
Presenting the award, bro.
That came out of nowhere. You just cracked me with a left hook. I was not. That was genius on
Let's
your
go.
part.
Let's go.
That was comedy genius. Oh man, this is brutal.
Christian, that's right.
Yeah, nice to
Very
meet
good to
you.
meet you. Talk to you in a second, but I kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yes.
This is Crystal Krug, months before her murder.
Damn it.
She lives here with her husband, Daniel Krug, and their 3 children. Both
Oh.
Crystal and her husband are well educated and seem to have built a comfortable life together with their kids. But behind closed doors, something dark is happening that will destroy this beautiful family. All because Crystal's been dealing with a stalker obsessed with her, sending her constant threats and claiming to watch her every move. This officer is here to check her car for GPS trackers or anything that could explain how this stalker keeps
diabolical
finding
fucker's
her.
planning
In
this
reality, the
fake
stalker is
phones and
much
everything
closer
else.
than anyone could have imagined.
You can see like it's all the dirty segments and blood marks, but like my street looks like this all the time. There's no one out there. Like I know the normal cars.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he's following me from. I
Okay.
can only assume a tracker.
Nothing jumps out at me.
I know, I didn't either. I'm hoping it's just meant to mess with me.
The
woman
officer
suffered
continues
from-
searching the
suffered-
vehicle
suffered.
top to bottom,
This poor
but
woman
finds
suffered.
nothing suspicious.
Thinking she was
So
being
before
stalked,
leaving,
and her
he
sick-
offers Crystal
that
a
sick
few...
son of a bitch, the husband. What the fuck, man?
This is sickening, bro.
safety recommendations and reassures her that they'll keep looking into her case. Not long in the course of the
Dude, and you, like I'm not saying
into her
like
case.
I'm not
I'm sick to my stomach.
I'm not
right now.
picking
This-
favorites
Look
or-
at this poor woman. Look at this.
I was
lady.
gonna say, out of all the people we see, a lot of people look like they got pro. This looks like a nice lady, bro.
This is a nice lady with
This
3
looks like
kids.
a nice
She's
lady.
trying to live her life, and you got this sick fuck that you're living with. You don't even know. The guy's setting up all kinds of crazy shit with burner phones and fake texts and everything else. And this poor woman, you know what a nervous wreck she must be. She's got little kids, and they're just oh man. Oh man, I'm sick right now. This poor lady.
Not
God
long in
damn
the
it.
course of the investigation, Broomfield police receive another call, this time from Crystal's husband, Daniel, reporting a break-in at his home. An officer is dispatched to check things out.
lying
Unknowingly, this encounter will be the start of one of the most calculated murders the United States has ever seen.
Hey, how's it going?
He called it a fake
Yeah,
break-in.
definitely. I'm Austin Chauncey.
He called it a
Dan.
fake
Nice to
break-in,
meet
you
you.
sick
Johnson,
fuck.
nice to meet you. So, as I pulled in, I saw someone run out, jump over my gate,
Okay.
and take off that way.
Got it.
I didn't think to call you until my wife got home recently, and we realized the spare key that we keep in the garage isn't there.
Okay.
According to Daniel, the only thing that's gone is their spare house key.
guy's
If
guts.
someone stole
this
that,
fucker.
it means they aren't done and might have plans to come back at some point. The officer advises Daniel to change their locks immediately, while police look into who this intruder might be. What no one realizes tonight is that this is no random incident. It's the opening move in a plan that's been forming for months. And this break-in is just step 1. 9 days after Daniel reports the break-in, his wife Crystal wakes up to another uneasy morning. For weeks now, she's been receiving strange, anonymous messages and a growing sense that someone out there has an eye on her. Until now, none of it had a name attached, but a faceless presence that kept getting closer. But today, that changes. As Crystal gets the kids ready for school, makes her morning coffee, and heads out for work, her phone buzzes. She glances at the screen and sees a name she hasn't thought about in more than 20 years. Jack Anthony Holland, a man she dated briefly as a teenager. The message is short, crude, completely out of nowhere. Hi, Crystal. It's Anthony. Hope it's okay I looked you up. I go to Boulder every few weeks and thought we could hook up. You game? At first, she didn't think much of it. The two last spoke years ago, and even then, he was harmless. So she ignores it and moves on. But the next day, everything changes. Are you there? You should say yes when I offer pity. Whatever. I saw your pics. You got fat. You should yourself.
The fuck?
So this guy, wait, let's take a second. This guy looked up this poor ex-boyfriend minding his own business somewhere, used him, pretending that oh my God, and his own wife calling her fat and everything else. His own wife, you're a fat pig and everything, whatever he said. I mean,
She's not even fat, bro.
bro, that's not the point.
You're a piece of...
That's
Yo, I
not
hope
the
this
point.
guy... I hope this guy's in jail right now.
No,
if he's
jail.
not dead, I hope he's getting
Jail.
fucking... I hope he's getting his back blown out
I hope they
by
stick-
4 dudes every day in jail.
I hope they stick him in Gen Pop. That's what I hope.
I hope he's getting his shit blown out now.
I hope that.
As
I
we
hope-
speak.
They can't even put a guy like this in Gen Pop. They'd kill him in about 2 minutes anyway. This sick son of a bitch killing your wife. They would do him in about 2 minutes. My point is, think about how diabolical it is. Now he has no problem framing somebody else. You don't even think about that yet. This guy has no problem putting somebody else in jail.
Of course.
What the fuck,
He's
man?
gonna... Of course.
Saw you at the dentist today. Your license plate expired. Gotta fix that. Suddenly, Crystal's fear becomes reality, and she begins living with the terrifying possibility that she's being watched. And now, she's certain.
So you made her suffer for months on end, scared every day, and then you murder her.
And there's this poor bastard somewhere in the universe that all of a sudden is getting blamed for all this. This guy's did nothing.
Anthony is the one who's been harassing her for weeks. She becomes hypervigilant, installs cameras around the home, dash cams in her car, and starts carrying a concealed handgun everywhere she goes. By late October, Crystal's barely sleeping. She keeps a spreadsheet of her stalker log, documenting every message she gets. Then, almost a month later, a new email from Anthony confirms her worst fears. This your husband? Drives like slow old lady. He needs to drive safe. The email comes with an attached photo showing her husband Daniel at his workplace. Now the stalker isn't just targeting Crystal. He's coming after her family. Crystal realizes she can't handle this alone, so she hires a private investigator to track down Anthony's addresses and digital history. Then, on Halloween night, she calls the police.
So, how can I help you tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, so I have an ex from a very long time ago who has occasionally found me on social media, and it's never been an issue. So this month, I have received numerous text messages, and then today I got an email that is very threatening, and it escalated to the point that he took a recent picture of my husband at his work location. So the stalking is getting a little too aggressive at this point in time.
Okay.
So my last contact with this individual was 5 years ago, where I told him I was happily married. I had no interest in what he kept contacting me. He kind of blew things up and then blocked me. I blocked him, haven't heard from him since.
After
This is some real diabolical shit.
He kind of blew things up and then blocked me. I blocked him, haven't heard from him since.
After explaining everything to the officer, she documents each detail and forwards the case to the department's investigative unit. Within hours, the file lands on the desk of Detective Andrew Martinez, a seasoned investigator who's worked some of Broomfield's toughest cases, including abductions and violent crimes. Martinez schedules a formal meeting with Crystal for the following week, hoping to get a clearer picture of what exactly is happening and who this Anthony really is. When she sits down with Martinez, the situation has already escalated far beyond what Crystal first reported.
So, I mean, like, he saw, like, full pictures of my family, of my kids. Like, I locked down my protocol real fast after this, because it was pretty alarming, right? Where he's like, we're meant to be together, and my family loves that we're talking. And I'm like, whoa, you think that we're, like, in a relationship? So I shut it down real hard. I said, this is really creepy for me. You need to stop. And he got, like, real emotional, and then blocked me. I'm like, good. And I blocked him, and and then I shut down Facebook entirely. The one development that I have, I did get the full-blown report from the PI. Problem, and you'll see this in this report, there are...
I cannot believe how sad I am right now. I'm sad.
Watching this video...
No, this poor woman. I'm so sad right now because this sick fucking maniac tormented this poor woman. Do you understand? Do you understand? You're trying to live your life. The thought of how do you go to sleep at night, and when you're out, you think someone's watching you, and like you're worried about you're gonna wake up and some maniac's gonna be standing over you or come to your home or something, and I'm like, and it's all fake. And this poor woman, look at the shape she's keeping. She's keeping
us folders.
She was keeping
There's
us
something so sad about you have a folder or something.
And she was, Whenever you have folders, it's sad.
If you have a folder, it's sad, man.
And you ever see someone carrying a folder?
Dude, if you take something out of a folder, it's upsetting.
But don't walk around with a folder. That's that. When you see that,
have it in something or something.
I mean, you gotta put it in a backpack.
But just holding a folder is the most sad.
I mean,
anyway, that's neither here nor there.
She kept a stalker like log on a computer with like dates and everything.
Yeah, and it's
and you understand, but you understand the stomach problems you have. You can't eat, you can't sleep. You're worried about your children. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Tazzy, thanks for the 25 months.
Yeah, God bless
Tons of phone numbers associated with him. There are tons of addresses. He moves everywhere and between like 3 different states.
As Crystal walks the detective through her evidence, 2 details immediately
I ain't gonna lie, chat. This is some straight movie shit.
stand out. First, her stalker isn't just texting her from random numbers. He's using multiple phone lines and different digital identities, finding ways to reach her even after she changes her information. Whoever this is, they're persistent, resourceful, and frighteningly determined. Second, her ex-boyfriend, Anthony Holland, is tied to several addresses and multiple phone numbers. Whether it's instability or an attempt to stay off the grid, it convinces Martinez that Crystal is dealing with someone who either doesn't want to be found or someone who's planning something far worse. With all of this in mind, Martinez wraps the interview with Crystal and begins the digital side of the investigation. He sends warrants to service providers, requesting phone records, email logs, and account information to track down the stalker. Unfortunately for Martinez, these companies will make a mistake that will soon prove deadly. While waiting for the digital evidence to come back, Martinez decides to follow up on something else. The garage break-in Daniel reported back in September when a stranger supposedly stole their spare house key. He brings Daniel in for a formal interview, wanting to know whether he's noticed anyone following him, but instead of clarifying things, Martinez is about to learn something far more unsettling about the Krug household. But before we get to that, 2025 is almost over. And a revenue mod 5 that said, let's get back to Daniel's interview, where the detective is about to learn something troubling about the couple's marriage.
And I guess at what point did she tell you that he recontacted her this last time?
I ain't even gonna lie, dude just looked guilty.
It's either November 1st or November 2nd. It was after she had gotten a picture of me at work that she brought me up to speed on that.
Gotcha, okay. And the first contact that he initially made with her was back on October 2nd. I guess why that month gap, do you think, before she told you?
I'm sure she has mentioned to you that she and I are going through a rough patch.
I feel like every time we hear that, right? Like if I was a detective and I heard that, I'm like, okay, you're a suspect.
I also have to say something too. If you're wearing a T-shirt under a polo shirt, there's something going on with you.
A black one
swear
at
to
that.
God.
If you're wearing a white T-shirt under a polo shirt, I could somehow, because it actually is a T-shirt.
Yeah.
If you're going black T-shirt under, first of all, you should never wear anything under a polo anyway, because that's it's normally a summer shirt. And why do you need to be wearing an undershirt underneath? It's like essentially wearing a fancy T-shirt. That's number one. Number two.
Back in the day, though, bro, a white T-shirt with a polo shirt, it was hitting.
Anyway.
It seemed that pressing until it was.
Sure. And she didn't mention that to me, that you guys were having a rough time currently. Are you guys in the process of separating, getting divorced, or working through things?
Should be determined. My brother Matthew is a cop, so I have a retractable asp steel baton.
Yeah.
As I said, not right now, but otherwise it's on me all the time. I sleep with it next to me. I've bought some additional security cameras for the house. So what am I doing? I'm panicking. And I'm doing a shit job of protecting my wife. So I'm not doing good.
Yeah, I can see that. So, with that being, I know that Chris Steele, we put her car on a lift on Tuesday afternoon to see if there's any sort of GPS tracking or anything like that.
She told me.
We couldn't find anything on the car. If Anthony is watching you guys, it's going to be in person from a distance or nearby or however. So that poses an interesting issue in of itself.
From Daniel's reactions, it's clear the stalking is taking a toll on him, too. His wife is terrified, his family feels haunted, and he's struggling to understand how any of this is happening. Detective Martinez wraps up the interview, but something Daniel said lingers in the back of his mind. He revealed that he didn't know about the stalking for almost a month, not until Crystal finally showed him the email with the photo taken outside his workplace. So Martinez decides to look deeper into the family dynamic, and what he finds is concerning. He learns that the couple have been going through a rough patch recently. Nothing hostile or dangerous, but they were trying to work things out, doing what they believed was best for their kids and holding their family together the best they could. With how much the stalker seems to know about their lives, Martinez briefly wonders if someone inside the home might be manipulating the situation.
So what's happening
Wow.
here is this. First of all, this guy, this detective, the guy's fucking brilliant, because he's so calm. But that one thing, like, it stuck with him. Like, why wouldn't your wife tell you for a month? That makes no sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
So now he's like, wait a minute. If there's no GPS tracking, there's no way that other than actually physically being able to watch you. Now the guy's saying, wait a minute, maybe this is an inside job. That's where he's going with this. The guy's fucking brilliant, man. He's gonna crack the case. This guy.
And for a moment, he even considers the possibility.
Because these people, they listen. The fact is, this guy thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. This fucking piece of shit husband. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. So he thinks he's gonna outsmart everybody. But again, he throws a little comment, a month, blah blah blah. That makes no sense.
That Daniel might be messing with his wife as some twisted way of trying to fix their marriage. But that idea is quickly dismissed. There is no evidence backing any of it, and all signs still point to Anthony. Not to mention, Crystal herself is fully convinced her ex is behind the stalking campaign. Throughout November, the harassment continues to escalate with more messages and threats. Crystal continues documenting everything and constantly monitors her cameras. By early December, she finally receives a message that gives her the smallest breath of air. Hey, gorgeous. I can't visit you anymore. No more Colorado time. My girlfriend doesn't want us talking without her. She says you'll let the cops get me after you get rid of him. For the first time in weeks, Crystal and her family feel a brief sense of relief. It sounds like Anthony is backing off, maybe even leaving the state. But in reality, this is just the stalker's final move to make them drop their guard before he strikes.
1 hour?
The day starts like every other day. Daniel leaves for work, while Crystal heads out to drop the kids off at school. During those minutes, someone approaches the front door, tapes over the Ring doorbell camera, and slips inside the house. Minutes later, Crystal drives back home, pulls into the garage, and steps out of the car. She has no idea someone is waiting for her inside, and the moment she closes the car door, he attacks. The stalker strikes Crystal in the head, stabs her, and leaves her bleeding on the floor. After months of plotting, this is the moment he'd been waiting for. Later that morning, Daniel tries calling Crystal from his office, but she doesn't answer or respond to texts. Hours pass, and there's still no sign of her, so Daniel finally decides to call police.
Springfield Dispatches meeting.
Hi there. My name is Dan Krug. I don't think this is an emergency, but this feels really weird.
Okay.
My wife isn't responding to text messages or phone calls.
Okay.
We've had threats against.
Wow.
Would you call the cops?
But dude, this is the move though, because he wasn't at the house. He was at work, and he doesn't want to be the one that discovers the body. So what you do is you make the phone call. They go to the house for a wellness check, and her fucking dead corpse is in a. And he goes, "I was at work." Do you understand?
Wouldn't you just go home first?
Yeah, but my point is now. But if you find the body, they'd be like, "Well, what was the situation? How did you find it? Did you touch anything? Blah blah blah." This guy's gonna send the cops over there to do a wellness check, and the cops gonna find the fucking body. And think about this. This guy's walking around. You're next to this guy. You're working with this guy. Whatever. This guy is a cold-blooded psychopath. You don't even know it.
So he did the self-report. He did the Among Us self-report. Okay.
Because my point being is now he can't be like, oh, you found the body.
My wife isn't responding to text messages or phone calls. We've had threats against us. We have both been targeted by a stalker. Threats have been made against my life, and threatening to like kidnap her, which is why I'm nervous that she's not answering me.
Within minutes of Daniel's call, an officer is dispatched to the Krug residence to check on Crystal. At the same time, Daniel also calls Crystal's mother, asking her to go check on her daughter, sending her straight into
You sick fuck.
You
Instead
Dude,
of,
you piece of fucking...
Instead of just letting the cops, you send the mother over there? You sick son of a bitch! You can't leave well enough alone and not let this poor woman too. Oh no, now you're gonna add insult to injury. Now I want you to go find your dead daughter? Oh bro.
No, dude.
This dude?
You are...
This guy could be one of the worst ones we've ever seen.
You are
and we've
one of the
seen
worst.
some bad ones.
This is one of the most diabolical... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
You know what?
Oh,
you
fuck.
Know what? You know what? Okay. I got to tell you.
Holy shit.
Now I am in agreement. I didn't realize how good this was. So now I get why people were like, you have to watch
Hyping
this
this up,
shit.
yeah.
This is crazy. Look at the poor mom.
the worst
Look at
moment
this
of her
poor lady.
life. While she makes her way there, the officer reaches the house first.
Hello.
Oh, I'm their neighbor, and they called me. Like, can you go see if she'll answer the...
Oh, yeah, he sent us as well, so.
Yeah, I'm like,
This sick fuck is sending everybody. You see, because he's not going to one finding the body, though. What does the doormat say?
You better have wine.
That's adorable. That's adorable.
So she's got a sense of humor, too.
That's adorable.
So she's got a sense of humor.
That's adorable.
That's great, man.
That is the sweetest thing I've ever seen. You go to someone's house, you better bring wine. That's adorable.
Just next door? Okay.
all right, well, you got this.
Alrighty, man. Appreciate it.
Is he gonna see the doorbell with the tape? I guess he didn't. We got a nice house. Two garage.
The house looks quiet, and the officer doesn't notice anything wrong from the outside. But before he clears the call and drives off, something nags at him. So he brings his patrol car a little closer to check the garage, where he's about to uncover a tragic, horrifying sight. As the officer leans in for a closer look, he spots a body lying on the floor.
You know what? That's a good cop. That's a good cop. You know why? Yeah, the house is quiet. Yeah, no, we're good. But there was something.
Yeah.
Guy brings the truck up so we can stand on the hood of the car.
That's
on a truck.
so smart. That's so
and
smart.
That's a good cop. That's a good
So
cop
smart.
right there.
Motionless, with blood smeared across the wall.
Oh my Christ! Look at this poor guy. Now this guy. There we go.
151 Cent Medical and
Here we go.
110 and
That's
84
it.
Cent.
It's on. It's fucking
I got a
on.
female down in the garage.
Oh my god.
This cop is good, man.
Break the fucking door down.
This cop is good. Holy shit! Fuck!
Holy fuck, bro. Holy shit.
This cop is good, man.
Break the fucking door down.
This cop is good.
Holy shit.
Fuck!
Holy fuck, bro. One kick? That's aura, bro. That's what we call aura.
Bro, my man's not fucking. I told you this guy's a good fucking cop.
Broomfield Police!
Oh, and he's just going in like, dude, there could be a killer in the
Excuse
fucking
me.
house.
Can I just say? Can I have to pause here and say this. I have to pause here and I have to say this right now. It really cracks me up and makes me laugh. just the amount of people just shitting on cops left and right. Brother, you go and do this.
This is horrifying.
You're a hotshot. You're
horrifying.
a fucking pussy is what you are. You go and do that. There's a dead body in the garage. You kick the door and walk in there with a gun? A guy can have a fucking...
You could be walking in there. Michael Myers is in there.
Michael Myers could be in there with Jason Voorhees. And who's the other guy?
Who did you say?
Jason Voorhees.
That's his full name?
Yeah.
I didn't say Jason.
What?
I didn't know.
You didn't know that was
I know his government. I didn't know his government.
Jason
Freddy? That's
Krueger. You can walk.
Yeah.
This, I love these fucking morons. Oh, cops this, cops that. Bro, something happens. That's the first one you're calling. Shut the fuck up. Wait, hold it.
Yeah.
This guy, I want to just I want to take a moment here. I wouldn't go in that fucking house. Are you crazy? Would you ever do that in a million years? Get the fuck out. This guy kicks the fucking door in, comes in.
I'd like to be a detective.
Oh, you just want to show up after the fact.
I'll show up after and try to solve
You don't want to walk in a vault.
Nah, you can go in first. You go first. You go
okay,
in there.
thank you very much.
Yeah, you
so
go
what I'm
in there
saying,
first.
everybody, you get these fucking idiots shitting all over cops.
Yeah.
Bro, take a look at what the job is. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's watch this.
Fuck out of here.
Brookfield Police.
You love that. You fucking love
Brookfield
that.
Police.
Get in the garage, man.
Oh, shit. Holy shit.
The officer steps into the garage to find Crystal with what looks like a severe head injury, so he immediately begins performing CPR, working on her for several moments with no success before opening the garage door to give medics access.
There's the fucking mom.
There's
the fucking mom, bro.
This is the most insane.
Fucking mom.
This is the most insane shit. This is fucking madness.
Instead of
And
paramedics,
this sick son of a bitch orchestrated this whole thing for months.
Dude, I hope you're getting
For months.
your shit fucking
Nah,
destroyed
they should
in
give him a
prison.
fun. Wait, no, they should give him a death penalty. Where is this again?
Colorado, I
Is
think.
it one of those pussy states where they don't have it? Yeah, it's probably one of those pussy states where they don't
Garage
have
is
the,
open now.
They don't have the death penalty.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hello, ma'am. I need you to stay out, please.
Okay.
Tragically, as the garage door is lifted to get medics in, Crystal's mother catches a brief glimpse inside, just long enough to see an officer performing CPR on her daughter. Before she can process what she's seeing, another officer quickly arrives to shield her from this nightmare.
Sam! I need you to come over here for a minute, okay? So we can work. I understand. I need you to come on over here, okay?
Okay.
I know. Do me a favor, go and sit inside so we can work on her, okay? So we can try to get her the help, okay? What's your name?
Linda.
Linda? Okay. My name's Officer Zamora, okay? I'll come out here and I'll give you some news as soon as I can. I have no idea just yet, but I know that they're working on her. The officer in there has been working CPR on her, and I think she's doing okay, okay?
Called.
He did. He's the one that called us and let us know, okay? Go ahead, take a seat for a minute. I'll be right back here, okay?
I need to tag out, man. She's got a head wound. I don't know if it's from falling or something else, but probably falling, but I don't know, man. It's a good one. Husband said there was a stalker threatening to kidnap her, so I don't know. No, she's unresponsive. Decent head wound.
Where we have more room at
While medics continue working on Crystal inside the garage, an officer stands outside reassuring a distressed woman who's just arrived, unaware that this is Crystal's mother. She's shaken and terrified by the horrors she witnessed inside the garage. Linda would later learn that none of this was random, and finding her daughter like this was always part of a twist.
You know what? I'm really giving this a lot of thought. If this happened to my daughter, I think it's over for me.
Like, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna take that guy out, and I'm gonna go away. If I go away, I go away. But I think, because at that point, I lived a full life. It is what it is. If that happened to my daughter, I think it has to happen. I truly believe that it has to happen. So, and listen, and like I said, man, I had a good life, and if I gotta go away, I'll go away. But I'm taking that guy out. I can't. I can't allow that guy to like breathe oxygen, knowing how he tormented my daughter for months, killed her, and then what he did to my wife, her mom, and no, I think I'm gonna be perfectly frank. I think I might have to just accept the fact, and then I'll just go and and I'll deal with the consequences. That's in my heart right now. That's my take. So.
Plan. Back inside the garage, medics keep working, still trying to revive Crystal, not yet aware of the fatal wound hidden beneath her clothing.
Guys, you see anything other than a fall type of wound?
Kid, man. That sick fucking weirdo. Fucking creep.
Shit. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a stab wound. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. The dispatch could tell us the husband called in to check on her. I don't know right now, but dispatch should have it.
So we have a visible stab wound, you guys?
Yes.
Right above her heart. Okay, then we are asystolic.
Yep.
Asystole. Yep. Jermaine, are you good with this, or are you?
How recent is this trauma? Because if this is
Husband said he couldn't reach her for
transport.
We don't know if it's within 10 minutes, man.
Okay, then, yeah.
Husband has not been able to reach her by any means for a few hours. Stab wound to the chest. Let Henry know that.
Medics work for only a few minutes before realizing there's nothing more they can do. Beside Crystal's body, tucked inside her purse, the officer notices a handgun she never even had time to reach for. With the immediate area secure, officers spread out throughout the house, searching every room for the attacker, but no one is inside. And as officers step outside the home, they start noticing small details that don't line up with an impulsive crime.
Yeah, I don't know the backstory. Husband said there was a dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. And Martinez was involved, and Martinez just said, hey, this is a big old... I don't know, dude. I don't know the history on that part. Martinez does, though, and he said he's coming in. So, other than that, we're just kind of securing the scene and waiting for detectives, See what they need. I kicked that, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. That is very interesting. Almost like dude might have stuck around from this way and...
I wonder if maybe the door was unlocked. That's how he got in. And then
you know what, dude? You know what? I don't know. I kicked it and it went pretty easy. So I'm going to say no deadbolt.
It wasn't deadbolted. It was just handle was locked.
I saw her, came around, booted it.
Officers quickly confirmed the door was unlocked, and a strip of blue tape had been placed over the Ring doorbell camera. Whoever did this clearly planned it and came prepared. As police continue searching the scene, more family members begin arriving one by one, each of them unknowingly walking into the worst moment of their lives, while officers prepare.
Was that the husband with the fake crocodile tears? And is this the dad? Is this her dad? Oh no.
This is
bro.
This is so fucking
wrong. Bro, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm taking this guy out, and I'm accepting the consequences. It's not. For me, it wouldn't even be a question. I find out this sick son of a bitch did this to my. Nah.
To deliver the news no family ever wants to hear.
They revive her? I don't know anything just yet, ma'am. I don't know anything just yet. Are you...
So no, she's her mom. I'm the mom. Family friend.
Family friend?
Family friend from down the street. The blue house there. We asked her to come knock on the door.
Okay. Is her husband almost here?
Is he? Is she gone? Is she gone?
We want to give you guys all the information all together. Okay. We don't want to have to repeat the information over and over for you guys to continue anything, so...
He said he was on. What did he do to her? No. They won't say. They won't say. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my gosh. We can't.
Who's in charge of the doctor? We'd like to know what happened.
Absolutely. And as soon as someone frees up who can tell you, I'll send them your way, okay?
Our son's on his way.
Is this your daughter, sir, or your daughter-in-law?
That's my daughter.
It's your daughter, and so her brother's on his way.
Yeah.
121, copy instruction.
With Crystal's father and brother now at the scene, the weight of what's happened settles over the family, and it grows heavier by the minute. The only person missing is Crystal's husband, Daniel, the man who feared he wouldn't be able to protect her for weeks. Now he's on his way to find out those fears have come true. As they wait for him,
we are going to be, I'm telling you this right now, and for all of you,
you think he's going to be a good actor?
First of all, God bless the 13,000+ watching us. You don't even know how much we appreciate you. You don't even know. That's number one. Number two, I'm trying to be calm. We are going to be so enraged when this guy shows up with the fake crying and everything. It's going to be so disgusting. It's going to be, wait till you see.
Yo, for all of our sakes, you better be a decent actor, bro.
You want him to be a decent actor? I think he's a psychopath. I think he's going to be good.
Well, no, but I'm saying we've seen some that are like, bro, you're bullshitting, bro. Don't insult.
Kids arrive
Don't
at the scene
insult
and begin
everyone more than you already
coordinating their
did.
next steps to hunt down whoever did this. Little do they know, the killer they're looking for is still in the area, much closer than they think.
So I pulled my car around to the garage just to see if her car was in the garage, and I immediately saw her at the base of the stairs, blood smear on the wall, and I came around and booted the front door. It turns out it wasn't locked. There's also a piece of masking tape over the Ring camera, almost like somebody approached from the side and taped it. Okay. And then maybe she opened the door for somebody. First thing I noticed was an obvious head wound. They noticed after tearing the shirt and everything off, she had a good stab right there. So
the kids are in school. The kids are in school. They're just at a normal.
Drop the kids off.
The mom drops them off. The mom drops them off. Have a good day. Boom. I'll see you after school. Whatever. She goes home. This sick son of a bitch attacks her. Then he goes back to wherever the fuck he was. And now these poor kids are in school having no idea their mom's dead. And I can't wait for this sick fuck to show up either.
That's what we got. Husband should be here any minute.
Okay, so I need another detective up here to start working with canvassing. I need you to stay here, and Martinez is coming here, so he'll be good with that. I want you and Martinez to work on this. I'm going to give...
Martinez was working on the stalking before.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Well, we got to be careful of it. We have to be careful. We don't know. Anybody that's here is still suspect, so we need to be sure that we stay focused on that.
Yep.
As investigators discuss plans to interview Crystal's.
Also, on top of this, too, it seems like it would be easy, especially now that with all the Ring cameras and cameras that people have, to find out who ran up on that fucking door.
Oh, yeah, because, listen, your neighbors are facing each other.
Yeah.
And even the most basic camera that's facing out really gets a wide view of the street.
Yeah.
Your neighbor on the side, your neighbor across. So, you know, my question is, I'm curious how this guy is sneaking around.
Yeah.
Family and her husband, Daniel, he arrives on...
So, wait, before anything... Oh, my God, this fucking piece of fucking shit.
Go ahead.
Before anything, do you think he did it or had someone do it?
No, he's working alone, this guy. He's an arrogant...
So my question is this. If he did it, then how the fuck is he going to get away with this? He wasn't in work. He wasn't at work.
They do weird shit. They go out the back. They leave the phone.
But there's cameras at the work.
I don't listen. Obviously the guy got
People
caught.
are saying hitman in the chat.
So if
he got a
excuse me. Calm down. Let me. Don't get excited. Let me. I'll handle this. If you fucking watch this already, and this guy got a hitman, and you're telling us. You know what? You're one of those people.
I'm just going to hope that they're just guessing. I'm going to hope they're guessing.
You're like the asshole that tells you about
If you're a spoiler...
You're like... Are you a spoiler?
No, they're guessing.
Don't be a spoiler.
They're guessing.
Don't be a spoiler your whole life.
It's a guess.
I hate spoilers. You ever see that? So you watch a movie? Oh, yeah, the guy fucking... What?
If you ever do it to me one time, I'm never talking to you again.
Piece of shit. I cut you out of my life.
And her husband, Daniel, he arrives on scene, cutting the conversation short. And right away, he makes it clear to everyone that he's nothing more than a devastated victim, overwhelmed by what's happened to his wife.
Okay, I need you to stay back, sir. I understand. I need you to stay back here. Family's over here. Family's over here.
I don't think I could hate a human being more. I hate this guy with a visceral passion.
Dude, there's better acting on the hub, bro. And like you would say, on the red tube.
I'm telling you right now, I've seen Johnny Sins put in tremendous, great actor.
Let's go.
Quickly. I know there's a lot of questions right now. Fortunately, we don't have a whole lot of answers for you. But I know what you want to do right now. We can have another.
Wow.
You fucking pussy.
This sick fuck.
You fucking pussy, bro.
This sick son of a bitch. Look at this sick bastard. Could you imagine you orchestrated all of this,
so
and you
fucked.
got her mom, you got her whole family standing there, and you pulled some bullshit. What a piece of shit.
Oh my god, man.
There's no. No.
It doesn't, like, how does it get worse? You are literally one of the worst humans. Like, you are such a bad,
oh no, you, I mean, again, you deserve the death penalty. If anybody deserves the death penalty, it's this sick son of a bitch. First of all, it wasn't like, oh, you know what, there was a thing and I just lost my temper and I hit my whatever. No. You orchestrated for months and you terrorized this woman and her family and your own children. Think about that. You terrorized the children too.
He's conflict.
What could have said? Someone lead me over there?
At this time, officers have no reason to suspect Daniel of anything, so they treat him with care as he goes through this traumatic moment. But beneath that devastation lies a cold, heartless man, because Daniel knows exactly what happened inside that garage, and Daniel is the killer himself.
Oh my God!
Every tear and shaking breath is part of his act, one he will continue selling to police and Crystal's family standing just a few feet away.
This poor mother is comforting him. Think about how fucked that is. This poor woman who found her daughter murdered is now comforting this sick son of a bitch. Oh no.
Like, you're
Bro,
gonna...
no.
The mom is not even on the ground screaming, crying.
And
You're gonna do that?
Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't protect her.
Oh, he's going with the old. I was supposed to protect
Yeah,
her. That whole
just,
fucking.
I want you to look at me like this poor bastard.
That whole fucking story. Oh, I was supposed to be the one. I was supposed to be the one. You sick son of a bitch.
I was the person who attacked her.
Let them know about. They're not going to talk to her. They're not going to say.
The mother is consoling her. The mother. Her daughter was just murdered, and she's consoling this sick.
We'll figure out a reunification. Let's take care of her. Just make sure that transportation.
As this tragedy unfolds, Crystal's mother embraces Daniel, trying to comfort him, having no idea the man she's holding is the one who murdered her daughter. Unfortunately for officers, the hardest part of the job still isn't over. As the family grieves outside the home, a detective is sent to the school to pick up Crystal's children, who still have no idea what happened to their mother. When the detective finds Crystal's eldest daughter, she's already shaken. She's been watching the live camera feed on her phone and saw enough to know something terrible happened. But what she tells the detective next is what truly alarms her. Her mother's stalker has been hinting at something far darker recently, and he might have deadly plans for the rest of the family.
My phone notified me of my house cameras.
For the rest of the family.
My phone notified me of my house cameras going off. There was police at my house, and an ambulance, and there was a stretcher. I couldn't bring myself to see who was on the stretcher, so I called my mom.
How? Oh, I thought these were little ass kids.
Oh, no, that's the oldest one in high school.
She's in high school. Oh my God. Oh hell no.
My dad picks up and he's crying.
They're probably about 7 minutes away. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, something happened, okay? That's why you're here, okay?
You know what's going on?
I do, but I can't. I'm not gonna tell you, okay? Because we're still actively investigating what's going on out there. So I don't want to give you wrong information. That's the last thing I want to do, okay? What has been going on at home?
So this dude has been threatening my mom, stalking her, taking photos of my dad, saying that he's going to kill him.
Bro, this is her father. Could you imagine you find out? Hold on. You're the daughter. You see all this shit unfolding on the ring cam, and then eventually you're going to find out your own father did this? How do you live with that for the rest of your life? And that sick son of a bitch didn't even consider, you know the damage you're going to do to these kids? They're going to be fucked up for the rest of their lives.
Who do we know who this person is?
One of her ex. I don't know his name.
Like an ex-boyfriend or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they broke up a while ago. They ended it as friends. So this has all come to a really big shock to her. And then so he's been contacting her from different numbers, sending pictures of my dad, saying he's gonna kill them. He hasn't mentioned anything about me and my siblings yet, which is good. He's like, he posted something to a website, trying to recruit guys to like help him with whatever plan he's doing. And then he's like,
how did you guys learn about that?
He's been contacting my mom through all of this. So my mom has contacted the police, and she has like a whole bunch of people on the case. But the thing is, he's making it sound like she's helping him, and she's not. And so,
helping him like try to kill your dad?
Yeah. And so like we're afraid that the police are gonna turn on us.
Okay.
And so she's been trying to protect herself.
What Crystal's daughter reveals isn't just alarming, it's sickening. Because this so-called stalker isn't just threatening the family, he's twisting the narrative inside their home. He's making it look like Crystal was secretly working with him to kill Daniel, manipulating the kids into believing their own mother is dangerous while positioning Daniel as the helpless target who needs protection. To the kids, their mother starts to look untrustworthy. To detectives, Daniel's...
Like, you mean to tell me, bro, that just getting a divorce wouldn't have been better?
You have to understand something.
Like,
okay?
you mean to tell me doing all this is better than just... listen, shit didn't work out.
But when you have a sick son of a bitch like this, in his mind, here's what he thinks: I'm the hero, right? I'm gonna be I'm the widower, right? Yeah. So now everybody's gonna have sympathy for me. I'm gonna get all the money. I have the kids. I could start. I could start banging chicks or whatever. Or maybe he's into dudes. I don't know. Whatever he's into, chicks and dudes. I don't know. But my point being is, what? I don't know what the guy's into.
Okay.
You don't know. We have no idea what the guy's into.
That's
sexually. What I'm saying is the guy wants to get whatever has. So he's gonna be like the hero. This guy. See, in his mind. Now everybody's gonna have pity on me, and I'm gonna come out like you know. Meanwhile, this whole thing is gonna unravel, and never even given a second thought. Those poor kids, man.
Starts to look like a victim, and to the stalker, everything is going exactly according to plan. It's a disturbing, genius level of premeditation, carried out by a man willing to use anyone, even his own children. The detective logs this information and coordinates with Crystal's sister-in-law, Kate, to get the children safely out of the school. Back at the crime scene, detectives...
Let me just say something, too. In all fairness, as far as the police are concerned, what if the guy's going there to kill the kids? What if there is really a madman running around and he wants to take out our whole family? They don't even know. We gotta go to the school. Like, this could be like a Michael Myers situation where he's gonna just take everybody out. You don't know.
continue their work. They canvass the neighborhood, speak with neighbors, and begin collecting every CCTV clip they can find to reconstruct the killer's movements. By this point, there's enough evidence tying Crystal's ex-boyfriend Anthony to months of harassment, allowing police to obtain a nationwide arrest warrant for stalking. Departments across the country are notified to be on the lookout for him. Additionally, with a homicide on their hands and a killer on the loose, investigators can escalate the case and issue exigent circumstance warrants to service providers to finally speed up the digital data they've been waiting on. If Martinez received those files weeks earlier, things might have been very different. In the meantime, Daniel, along with the rest of the family, is taken to the police station for formal interviews. At this stage, it's standard procedure, and investigators are simply looking to collect statements. But about 2 hours later, when detectives finally sit down with Daniel, his routine interview will begin to take a very different turn.
So, your home security system, you access that through your personal phone?
Google Nest.
It's Google Nest, okay.
Hi. This fixing me.
Okay.
Just a home.
Okay. So I have your permission to operate this phone and get what we need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many different cameras do you have?
4. Doorbell. Side of the house, driveway, back door.
How long have you had it?
Doorbell, a couple years. The others, all since September. Wait, we had an intruder. I called the police. He came when we had a garage intruder.
A month after Daniel reported the garage intruder back in September is when the stalking first began, and by then, the couple had already installed multiple cameras around the house, plus their Ring doorbell. But even with all that security, and after police confirmed they had no GPS trackers on their cars, the stalker still found a way to follow them, sending Crystal a photo of Daniel walking into work and texting her about seeing her at the dentist. So as the detective scrolls through the surveillance footage to understand the timeline, he notices something strange that catches Daniel off guard.
So when do your cameras go off? Do you ever have them set to turn off?
24/7.
Okay.
They don't turn off. If you lose internet or in the app, you can turn them off.
And who has the ability to turn off the cameras? Who has the ability to go in the app and turn these off?
Christine, me, and
God, I want to punch this guy so hard in the face with fucking brass knuckles repeatedly, bro. Like, I don't care if that sounds insane. I want to punch him in the face so fucking hard.
I can't. This is so next level disturbing, and I gotta tell you something else, which is wild. They could have went through this whole thing and not let us in on it. The fact that we knew from the very beginning, I am enjoying this. I shouldn't use the word enjoy, but I'm saying I like the setup.
I liked it. Yeah.
You realize they could have just they could have just dropped us at the end, and we could have been in the dark like everybody else.
It's better to watch. Like, I actually don't like when they switch it up at the end, because then you're like the whole time we might have actually felt bad for this guy if we didn't know. Like, damn, bro.
I mean, that could have been worse too. All of a sudden there was sympathy, and then now we're feeling bad for this.
But this guy is such a piece of shit. They didn't even want you to feel that for even a minute.
He was such. They didn't want to give the satisfaction.
Not even for a minute.
Of us having a little bit of, what? Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Good. I'm really.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I never watched.
All right.
This.
It's all right, Dan.
Home shows all 4.
Oh, perfect.
Home. I can settings.
Okay.
Oh, just us.
Just us. Okay.
The detective's question here isn't by chance. It's prompted by something peculiar he noticed on the surveillance app. All of the home's cameras shut off at 8:15 a.m. and they stay off until 10:15.
You stupid.
You dumb fuck.
And you and I are sitting there going, how did this happen?
You dumb fuck?
This moron
Like,
turns the
bro.
This
camera
guy's not
off.
smart at all.
This guy turns the camera off for 2 hours while I execute my wife in the garage.
Buddy, like, you're the only person who could have done it at this point. You're the only person, bro. You're the only suspect.
I mean, let me just say one thing, though. There is the possibility, though. There is this psycho out there running around that was somehow able to manipulate the camera. I'm saying.
You'd have to log in. There's no fucking shot, bro.
All right.
There's no shot.
All right, let's go.
a.m. Only the camera pointed outside the garage remains active during that entire 2-hour window.
really, you can use the
This
Wi-Fi
instantly
chamber
narrows
type
the
shit
murder
and
time frame to those 2 hours. Just then, Martinez finally arrives at the interview room. He's the lead detective who's been handling Crystal's stalking case for months, and now that case has become something far worse. He sits down with her devastated husband, feeling the weight of the loss they both couldn't prevent. They didn't save Crystal, they couldn't protect her, and now they're here, mourning her loss, trying to piece together what happened.
I've had to protect her.
It's not your fault.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yo, he loves this line. He loves this line. I was supposed to
Because,
protect
dude,
her.
this is the thing. He's getting the sympathy. Now, he's the main character now. It's all about him. This guy's a psychopath, sociopath, and
Yeah.
whatever other path is out there. He's a fucking loon, this guy. Sick bastard.
Like, how is this about you at all?
But you understand? He's not saying about my wife and Crystal, however you pronounce her name. He's not talking about her and how devastating. It's all about I. He's saying it. I couldn't. I. There you go. There you go.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry I didn't answer. I actually wasn't in today.
As Daniel breaks down, something catches Martinez's attention. Daniel is crying, but there are no tears.
Yo, if you're gonna fake cry, buddy, you better have fucking tears.
See, these guys, like these detectives, they're trained for this shit. And if you roll up to somebody and they're fucking crying, and there's no tears, you're not crying.
That's not what crying is. Crying is inherently tearing.
I'm telling you right now. Like last night, when I was with Michael's son, we were talking about stuff, and a handful of times, my eyes were watery because we're talking about stuff. That's real emotion, and if I let myself, I could have been bawling my eyes out, but I didn't. But my point is, when you're emotional, your eyes get watery, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's sitting there, fucking dry eye, talking about I couldn't protect her. This guy Martinez is a professional. He's a seasoned vet. This guy, he knows something's going on here.
Detective finds it strange and more than a little concerning. Wanting to probe deeper, Martinez asks for a moment alone with Daniel to see what's really going on beneath the surface. And the moment he starts asking questions, things get heated, fast.
I know you said that you don't think that there was somebody else. She said. Okay. Why do you keep asking? I'm just trying to put everything together to kind of get a bigger picture, because you said that she's been acting kind of weird lately and, being very secretive and withholding of information for you. So I'm just trying to understand, I guess, so we can backtrack what she's been doing this past month.
Martinez's question here is telling of what he's thinking. He's not ruling out Daniel as a possible suspect. After all, the couple were going through a separation period, and this is meant to probe whether jealousy or something else could have played a role in Crystal's death. Sensing the tension in Daniel's response, the detective decides not to press any further. But as they step out for a quick break, Daniel says something that makes it obvious he struck a nerve.
I've seen enough movies. It's always the husband. I get it.
After detectives collect the initial information from Daniel, his children finally arrive at the police department. They still don't know what happened to their mother, only that something is very, very wrong. Daniel is notified of their arrival and given a choice. Should he be the one to tell them, or leave it to officers and Crystal's family, instead of letting someone else deliver the news?
Okay, right?
Go ahead.
Right here, he should be the one. 100%.
Dude, I want to see my kids immediately. I'm going
Yes.
to be hugging them immediately.
So this right here will be very, very telling. Very telling.
100%. I want to see if their mom has been brutally murdered.
Yeah.
You better believe I'm gonna.
You're the
First of
one.
all, I'm running. I got news for you too. I'm the one going to the fucking school and getting them too. By the way, I'm not letting a cop get them. I'm going to the fucking school and I'm snatching up my kids.
I like that.
They're
move.
my fucking kids, man.
I like that move.
Of course.
Daniel insists on telling them himself. A decision that appears compassionate on the surface, but underneath, it's a way for him to control the narrative and shape how his children see him.
Oh, my, I told you.
But Dr. Insanity, though, this is one of your first misses because you should be the one telling your kids no matter what. Like, no matter what. The kid should never find out from a cop or a person in the hospital.
No.
You should be the one. But this guy is a psycho, so he is also using it to shape a narrative or something. Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Even in a moment of tragedy. Following this, investigators sit down with Crystal's family to begin their interviews, and this is where things start to take a concerning turn. Up until now, the case seems straightforward. Crystal has a stalker, her ex-boyfriend Anthony. That stalker killed her. Find Anthony, and you find Crystal's killer. But once detectives start speaking to Crystal's parents, brother, and sister-in-law, things become far more complicated. And what they learn next will force them to reconsider everything they think they know about Crystal, her marriage, and even her stalker.
So your understanding, I guess, of it's the ex-husband who's been kind of...
It's not husband, it's an ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend.
From when she was 18 years old.
Okay, gotcha. Can you think of any, I guess, recent, has he reached out to you? Have you seen any...
No, he's never contacted me. I know yesterday she told me that he had messaged her again 2 days ago or so. Let her know that he was ready to come back and so she can go ahead and off her husband now. Make it look a little like she was in on this whole deal with killing her husband, I guess.
Do you think there's anything doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right, something that, I don't know, you just feel like might be important to our investigation?
I don't know, I know that Christine was very concerned and worried about this guy, and I just always felt like it was there was something weird about it, but I can't put my finger on it. I feel like she had said that it was this Anthony guy, that it seemed very different than past behavior in him, that he was never sexual in the past, and that these were very hypersexual things. And so I think even at one point she was questioning whether it was actually him.
I don't know if you necessarily know anything more about that, but there's
his MO changed. He wasn't. This guy was just hey, and then they blocked each other or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now this new guy was getting graphic sexually about 3 ways.
Yeah,
and possibly doing some other things. I don't know if there was. I'm sure they went. I'm sure he was very graphic.
He was talking about I want threesomes,
3 ways.
You,
he probably was saying some things about maybe some things involving butt play. I'd imagine that was.
Okay.
I'd imagine that was probably part of the.
What the hell, bro?
No, but she was.
Why
concerned.
is it always? It always winds up in some kind of shit about ass, cock. Always, there's some kind of weird.
I'm trying to make the point here.
No, but if we're saying.
I don't know if you necessarily know anything more about that, but there's also just kind of mentioned you guys are kind of close, and just see if maybe some sort of insight on that at all.
Insight on their marriage?
Or just, was there issues going on? Were they having problems? Was there, kind of anything that was kind of...
She had shared with me that they had separated.
Okay.
But were still living together a year ago. And I had asked her if she, over text, if she had, if she believed that it was Anthony. But she didn't believe, at the time that I was asking her, that it was anybody but Anthony. She was fully convinced that it was Anthony.
Okay.
My mom has always been suspicious, and I just don't know where that comes from.
Okay.
Can you elaborate on that? Suspicious how, or...
My mom?
Yeah.
Suspicious. I don't know, because she... it's like the difficulty finding Anthony. Like, why is it so hard to find Anthony? Why can't there, cell phone records or IP stuff? So my mom had that frustration, and so I think her mind starts to wander towards like conspiracy type things, right? Of like, oh, maybe it's the husband, or maybe it's Dan, and I don't know. I don't see it there just because I don't know. Dan just seems so incapable of doing something like that to me.
Why do you see that? Just
I don't know. I talked to him, and him and I just hung out and talked for like 2 hours. And he was like very concerned about like getting his family together and talking about being vigilant but not paranoid.
Even though Crystal's brother Lars sounds skeptical of his mother's suspicions, she isn't exactly wrong, as, on the surface, it makes no sense that Anthony couldn't be tracked down for months.
Dude, I know this is a weird thing, and maybe you don't believe in it, maybe it's a fake thing. My experience, though, is, and I've had this happen many, many times with my own mom, with mom, There are certain things. There's an intuition. And this has just been my experience with women in general. There's a certain intuition that's there.
Your car's on fire.
What? I'm in the middle of something. You're screaming fire.
Well, we were saying mother's intuition is...
Women have an intuition, and especially moms, man.
Yeah.
And it's being proven right here in front of your face.
Lars would also go on to explain that Crystal and Daniel saw their marriage very differently. Crystal wanted out, Daniel didn't, and the family seemed to view their relationship as dysfunctional but not violent. But listening to these statements, one thing becomes very clear. Every family member felt that something about the stalker was off. There was a shared intuition they couldn't quite articulate. And when detectives sit down with Crystal's mother, she makes that suspicion very clear.
Oh my God, look at
I know you said, and I kind of learned on seeing that she was married, had 3 children.
Her life was hell. We slept months and last year. Her husband and her were not on good terms. He was in complete denial. She'd tell me how he was.
Did she ever give you insight on what kind of led her to feel like her marriage was over, or?
That is explosive. But I've never seen him, hurt her. He would hurt the kids, but, some people think corporal punishment is paying the kids. But he would hurt the kids. She was worried about that. But I don't want to say it's a deal.
He would or wouldn't hurt the kids?
He did. He hit the kids.
Kids. People think corporal punishment is paying the kids. But he would hurt the kids.
Oh my God.
She was worried about that. But I don't want to say it's a deal. But she told me he was in denial. But she told him his marriage was over, but she would stay until graduated. I have this, just a gut I can't shake him.
What's that feeling telling you?
I can't shake this question. Is he the one that's been doing this with Anthony?
Yo, say whatever you want. That's a mom right there.
Yeah.
And there's some fucking serious intuition going on right there. And guess what? She cracked the fucking code. She cracked the case. This woman knows something's off. It's not right. The conversation I'm having,
Needless to say, hinting that Daniel might somehow be involved with the stalker is an alarming accusation, and it makes things even more complicated for the detectives. At this point, the family itself is split. Crystal's brother Lars completely dismisses the idea that Daniel could be involved, calling it nothing more than a conspiracy. But others felt that there was something off about Anthony, and the entire stalking...
Notice how the women are the ones? I'm telling you, man,
Yeah,
there's
where's
something.
Anthony at?
There is something there. Whether you want to believe it or not,
agenda. With all statements collected, detectives wrap the family interviews and regroup to make sense of everything they've gathered. By combining everything they've learned, detectives land on a clearer picture of where the investigation now stands. The family interviews raised enough concern, and there was enough tension in the marriage that detectives decide they can't rule out Daniel yet, and he officially becomes a potential suspect.
Wow.
But even with Daniel now on the radar, Anthony remains as the obvious prime suspect in Crystal's homicide. His threats and weeks-long stalking campaign still place him.
Yo, this poor guy, bro, didn't do shit, bro.
This guy
We didn't even think about that.
This, what do you mean? We said we did before. We mentioned it earlier. This poor bastard sitting somewhere minding his own business. Meanwhile, he's being implied in a murder.
This is
And a
the center of
stalker.
the investigation.
The
With
fuck?
that in mind, detectives know their next move. It's time to find Anthony. At
I
around
was
3
about to
p.m.
say,
that
where's
afternoon,
Anthony,
police
bruh?
finally get their first real break in months. After digging through everything they have on Anthony Holland, investigators land on a possible address in Utah. Because they can't reach him themselves, Broomfield detectives coordinate with Utah County Sheriff's Office, sharing his...
Why can't you find the guy? That's another question too. They're right. I don't understand something.
People move around.
What do you
don't
mean?
have
But who
current
was
addresses.
around though?
People
mu-
move around.
I understand, but you could find people though. You know? Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it's a little. This seems a little to me a little weird.
His name, photo, and the address where he's believed to be staying. Up until now, Anthony has only existed as a name in emails and threats, a distant figure who no one has actually seen. So when officers finally get a hit on his location, it becomes the first real chance to confront the man they've been hunting for months.
I'm going to ask you a couple of names to see if you recognize any names. Okay. Have you ever heard of the name Crystal Krug? She may have been Grimsrod when you knew her.
Yeah.
And do you know a Daniel Krug?
No.
No? How do you know Crystal?
She was an ex-girlfriend.
She's an ex-girlfriend? How long's the ex? Like how long ago?
1999.
Oh, so like a long while ago.
She was my very first girlfriend ever.
Oh, okay.
This poor bastard.
This poor.
This guy's sitting.
This guy,
This
man.
guy's sitting in his house with his Christmas tree. And by the way, he's got one of those things where he puts the cover over the chair for Christmas. See the little thing over the chair they put? See that?
Okay.
He's got the little cute. It's like a little Santa hat.
That guy's not a murderer.
This guy, let me tell you
That
right now,
guy's not a
and he's
killer.
got Jesus Christ over the mantle.
Guy's got Jesus over the
He's
mantle.
got
This guy's not a killer.
He's just
man.
Jesus Christ feeding lambs.
No, this
in
guy's
a
not a
field.
killer.
He's got a Christmas tree over here. He's got the seat covers going over here. Okay, and you're asking questions. Yeah, 99, brother. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
This poor bastard. So this husband Daniel or whatever the fuck his name is, this
What
guy
a loser.
This guy's just dragging everybody into the mud.
What a fucking loser,
This
bro.
poor bastard. Look at him.
I feel so bad for this guy right
Look at
here.
him.
Okay. When's the last time you talked to Crystal? Has it been a minute?
It's been a minute, yeah.
Like since you moved from Durango?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been what, back in 2014?
Yeah.
Have you had any contact with anybody in that area since? Anybody, or have they contacted you at any time?
No.
I'm going to give you a phone number, and it's to a sergeant with the Broomfield Police Department.
Okay.
He would like you to reach out and talk to him.
All right.
They have an incident. I don't know the full details of their incident out there, and so I'll let him talk to you about that aspect. He had asked us to come out here to your house and talk with you.
He's fucked up too. He's high.
You think he's high?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
Hell yeah,
I
he's
think
definitely high.
maybe he's just like a.
I mean, listen, he could be. I just think he's so caught off guard. He's like, what the fuck could this be about?
He seems high to me.
Yeah,
He's
that
very
too.
confused. He does seems high or drunk. I don't know.
probably a mix
But
of
that's
both.
his business, though. You come to the man's home. It's Christmas. It's the holiday season. He's sitting there. He's got Jesus Christ playing with lambs in a picture over the mantle.
They were debating on, you do have an active warrant out of Broomfield Police Department, and they were debating on if they were going to have us arrest you or not. They are not going to have us arrest you on it.
Damn,
I'm going to advise you of the fact that you do have a warrant out of Colorado, and you can talk to this sergeant about the details of it, if that makes sense.
As officers speak with Anthony, he appears intoxicated and confused.
Yeah.
After being briefed on the situation, he gives his timeline, insisting he never left Utah and spent the morning with family nowhere near Colorado. Once they collect Anthony's statement, Utah officers leave to begin verifying every part of his story. In the meantime, detectives back in Colorado regroup to reassess the investigation.
That shows you how much they really believe this fucking bullshit. Dude, if they really thought he was the killer, bro, he's getting arrested on the spot.
Yeah, but they have to be careful. You know how they have to be careful with that bullshit, where if they rush to judgment, they miss something, it gets thrown out of court, blah, blah, blah. That's why they're being very chill with the guy. The guy's drunk. That's his business. I mean, I don't know if the guy's an alcoholic or what his fucking situation is. The guy's obviously intoxicated.
With Anthony still denying involvement, Detective Martinez turns back to the one angle he hasn't fully explored yet: Crystal's husband, Daniel. Since he never ruled out jealousy or affairs as a possible motive, he decides to dig deeper into Daniel's past. And that's when he stumbles onto something interesting and very unsettling. While searching old reports, Martinez finds a closed but unresolved stalking complaint from years earlier. The victim who filed it is a woman named Carrie, and as it turns out, she was Daniel's ex-girlfriend. The more Martinez reviews, the more disturbing the pattern becomes. The report claims she was stalked for weeks by an obsessed man who impersonated multiple people.
He did this before.
You already did this?
He did this before.
Fuck.
You sick son of a bitch. He did like a test run with this shit, using somebody else as the stalker, but he was with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh my god, you dumb, you fucking stupid fuck.
Manipulating her through fake identities. Detectives quickly locate Carrie and bring her in for an interview. When they sit down with her, they uncover a story so disturbingly similar to Crystal's, it opens up an entirely new theory.
I think it was, like I said, a couple months I broke up with him a couple months into my freshman year. He, he was pretty emotional, I would say. Sort of desperation would maybe be a word I would use to describe after the breakup of, please don't do this, kind of, crying, that sort of thing, that I can recall. And then I started to get messages from his roommate, and that person's name is Tom, on AOL Instant Messenger. And I know Tom is real because they were roommates. If I called him, Tom would sometimes pick up the phone. They had a joint room and a joint phone. Tom, his role, I would say, was sort of to gain sympathy from me for Dan and continue to encourage me to communicate with Dan. There was perhaps some indication that he was, or was, because of the breakup, just really not doing well. So this, made me keep communication up with Dan. And Tom ended up being Dan, right? So all these people I'm going to tell you about end up being Dan Krug, not Tom. Yeah, even though Tom is a real person, he was not sending me these messages.
Suffice it to say, what Carrie tells detectives sounds all too familiar. Everything she describes echoes the same pattern detectives have been seeing with Crystal, but the parallels don't stop there.
Things I remember is a group of my friends from our dorm had met, I don't even know how, some cadets from the Air Force Academy. Sure. And so we all went to a movie, something super innocuous, and there was like a group of us. I must have told Dan about that, and I think it was 2 or 3 days later, I got a message from someone named Nick Clark. And Nick basically said, I'm a cadet at the Air Force Academy. I know you went out with these people, and I want you to know that he came back, or these people came back and said that you slept with him. So now there's this rumor going around the whole academy that you're an easy target kind of thing. And Nick, I think, served the purpose of sabotaging anyone I was meeting if they were associated with the Air Force Academy. Of course, the person that I met and went to the movies with was like, I want nothing to do with you, you weirdo. And so shortly, I don't know, a while after that, I started actually more seriously dating Air Force cadet named Mark Hansen. Then, of course, Nick Clark made a reappearance, and I was getting pretty consistent messages from him. And so he said, we need to find out who's doing this. and he got me a meeting with the.
The fact that this guy thought that this would work after already getting caught doing this shit. Like, this guy is so fucking stupid.
And there was a documented complaint, and that guy who's a fantastic detective, Martinez, finds the report. Now he goes, wait a minute, hold on a minute. This guy did this once before.
Holy shit, bro!
Oh my
You're
God.
a fucking loser, bro.
Dude.
Office of Special Investigations at the Air Force Academy. I sat with them and they kind of laid the emails out on the table and they said, we've had like a forensic psychologist, sort of professional, look at all these emails, and it's Dan, is what they said.
Carrie would go on to explain that despite their suspicions, there was never enough evidence tying Daniel back to the messages she received then. Everything had been sent from a public library, and because of that, her accusations remained just that, suspicions. But even without proof, the similarities between the two women's experiences are impossible to ignore. And for the first time, detectives begin considering a fourth possibility they never imagined. What if Daniel has been playing everyone? What if he's been impersonating Anthony? What if he's always been the architect behind the entire stalking campaign? Detective Martinez receives the intel from Carrie's interview, and with that, Daniel officially becomes an equal prime suspect alongside Anthony. At this point, the only thing that can give them a definitive answer is the digital evidence. So while they wait for that, Martinez receives something he can work with immediately: the full set of surveillance footage collected from the neighborhood and Daniel's workplace. This case has hours of surveillance, body cam, and interrogation footage we can't fully include here. If you want the extended cut of this video, plus the full raw interrogation and body cam videos, we've uploaded everything on our Patreon. With that pool of evidence finally in their hands, investigators sit down and begin reconstructing the full picture of what happened before Crystal was killed. Shortly before 8 a.m., Crystal arrives home after dropping off the kids. She pulls into the garage, closes the door, and everything looks normal. Minutes later, at 8:15 a.m., the entire security system goes offline. Every camera except the outside garage camera is taken down for the next 2 hours. At 8:25 a.m., that lone camera records something deeply concerning. Daniel leaves the house to go to work later than he normally does, and shortly after the time medical examiners believe Crystal was killed.
He was already in the house. He just fucking left. Why would he leave that on? Oh, to let them see that he was gone.
This is literally... If he didn't shut all the other cameras off, what was the point of shutting them off? If you were just gonna leave.
Because he was approaching the house.
He didn't approach the house. He just left.
No, but he was. What I'm saying though is, remember when he did the thing with the tape? He put tape over the ring, the ring doorbell. But the cameras went down.
What time did he? I want to see what time he did that. I want to see what time he did the doorbell.
Daniel leaves the house to go to work later than he normally does, and shortly after the time medical examiners believe Crystal was killed. From there, workplace footage shows Daniel moving through the building around 9 a.m., greeting coworkers and appearing completely normal, as if nothing had happened at home.
So I guess what he's thinking is, she comes home from dropping off the kids, I say goodbye to her, have a good day, and I leave. Now when I go, somebody comes and kills her.
Somebody comes in, tapes the ring doorbell, and then kills her.
Yes.
And when investigators check footage from surrounding houses, they find no one approaching the property all morning. Everything about the timeline makes Daniel look more suspicious by the minute. With all these new developments, detectives bring Daniel back in for another interview. He walks in expecting routine procedural follow-ups, completely unaware of how much has changed since the...
Dude, but here's the thing that you and I were questioning. You said, how did people not see him leave work? He left. He got there.
He killed her, then went to work.
He killed her and left the house.
Yeah.
The last time he sat in this room, this is when Daniel's months-long, carefully crafted plan begins to crumble. This time, Detective Martinez walks in with a completely different energy than before. He's no longer feeling Daniel out. He's here with one clear objective: confront him with what's been uncovered and see if his version of events finally breaks.
Alright. How you feeling right now? Just kind of about everything. No. Everything hurts. I feel like I have two different voices going through my head right now. I have my brother Matthew. Yeah, I've mentioned him. He's the sheriff's lieutenant. And I have his voice saying, talk to the police. And in typical cop fashion, you married a prosecutor. So I have Lynn's voice in my head going, get a fucking lawyer.
He's scared to death. There it is. There it is.
You fucking pussy. You
He's
fucking
bitch.
bitch.
He's scared. And now he's using old, I have these two voices in my head, blah, blah, blah. What he's saying is, in a way, what he's trying to say is, I really want a lawyer, but I don't know how to say it, because I know something's going on here.
I just want this to be done. I don't want. I just don't want.
Right away, Daniel doesn't open the interview casually. He opens it with a calculated trick. By hinting at getting a lawyer, he's warning detectives, push too hard, and this interview is over. That's clever, but Martinez has a counterplan. Instead of confronting him, he'll pivot the conversation to his relationship with Crystal, making it feel like safer ground to get Daniel comfortable and talking. But if Daniel had any motive to take Crystal out of the picture, this is where it would surface.
Well, I'm sure, especially you guys are trying to work together to be safe, keep your family safe, keep your... As dysfunctional as it is, you still both had the common goal of keeping it safe, right?
I had her as a partner to protect the family, but it didn't feel like a partner who valued me. And I told her at that point, I didn't want to die for someone who didn't care about me anymore.
That's really hard.
I was hurting when I said that. And what I wanted was her to say she cared about me. She did.
Although Daniel is being honest about what was going on in their marriage, to detectives, moments like this only add to their suspicions. Resentment, rejection, a failing marriage, these are all things that, in the wrong circumstances, can turn into a motive. And this is exactly where the interview takes a sharp turn. What Daniel doesn't know yet is that since his last interview, detectives received something they kept secret for this exact moment. One of the tech companies finally responded to their urgent warrants and provided some of the digital data they needed. And as it turns out, the emails the stalker had been sending, the messages that terrorized Crystal for weeks, were coming from somewhere much closer to home.
One of the things that we really started looking into today in effort to find Anthony is the Gmail. So some of that information that we've been able to receive today is a little bit concerning, I guess.
The Gmail account, the Kickman account that you guys initially received with the photo of you in it, and the phone number, those originated through their IP addresses at your office.
Busted, buddy.
Dumbass.
You're busted, loser.
What
I'm gonna say something, and believe me, I'm no tech whiz at all. It never dawned on this guy about IP addresses. I mean, I at least understand the concept. Why would he think that they were not going to find out about IP addresses if they're going to try to get the stalker? I mean, I thought this guy was the smartest guy in the room, but obviously, like all those other idiots, remember like that kid?
People are saying VPN. Chat. I don't think a VPN will. I don't know. Unless you just didn't use one.
I'm curious of your answer. How do you think he's going to respond to this? Do you think?
He would need,
let me
like,
give you like a little
good
multiple
proxies
choice.
and socks
You think he's going to deny it? You think he's going to like try to explain it away? Like, what do you really think he's going to do? I want your honest opinion right now. They just said, brother. So it came from your office. I mean, what?
I don't think that we're gonna witness
what
a confession.
I agree, but I'm not asking you that. I'm saying, what do you think his response is going to be?
So
obviously, he's not going to fucking confess. What do you think it's going to be?
I think he might try to get out of this.
No, but I'm saying
like lawyer.
So you're going lawyer. You
I
don't
think he
he's
might
gonna
try to get out of this.
You don't think he's going to try to explain it away?
He first of all, he'd be dumb as fuck to admit to any like.
I'm very curious.
I did make an account. Like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, he took the photo of me at my office.
But both of those accounts originated from IP addresses that list back to your office.
There are Wi-Fi access throughout the facility for employees, and there's public Wi-Fi access.
He's trying to explain it.
Throughout the entire facility.
Right now, we're working with the director to get all of the IP information to see what devices were using that specific address during that time. Because I guess the biggest concern is just the timing of everything, that it just doesn't quite make sense to have somebody create an account, take a photo, and then immediately send it off, and then the account is no longer being used.
None of this makes any sense.
Daniel looks thrown off, unsure where Martinez is going with this. The emails tied to the stalker connect back to Daniel's workplace, a detail he clearly didn't expect detectives to know. He seems nervous, but still cooperative. So detectives decide it's time to push further, because they have something else they withheld from Daniel until now. During the investigation into Anthony's alibi, officers in Utah forwarded something small but important. A time-stamped shopping receipt placing Anthony in Utah that morning, miles away from Colorado at the time Crystal was killed. Martinez and his partner decide it's the perfect time to see how Daniel reacts when they push him directly and force him to confront the possibility that he might be the stalker.
Also, let's add on top of that the fact that there's, as far as we know right now, there's no physical way that Kickman could have been involved in this based on where he's at right now. So, you know, the mystery continues, and
I'd ask the husband.
Things are certainly pointing in one direction right now.
well, and you've given us reason. Here's the other thing, Daniel, is I sympathize with the fact that you're in an extremely frustrating situation. I know you want to be a part of your kids' lives, but you can also sense that's why we're asking all these questions about infidelity and everything else. Is there some other mystery man that we don't know about?
I have been faithful. Period.
You know Anthony has reached out to her in the past, number of times.
She's very open.
Right. The last time was 2016-ish. He had asked her at one point if she wanted to have sex. If there's any bit of question about infidelity, whether it's with Anthony or anybody else, we might create an account to see if Christine's actually interested in Anthony. So we ask her, push the bounds a little bit, and see if that will confirm our suspicions of infidelity. You don't get the response and the openness you once did for about 28 days, from October 2nd to October 31st. So you amp it up a little bit, send a photo of yourself to her, and an account you created.
I get the narrative together, but it alleges that I would do this. I get the narrative together, but it alleges that I would do this to my children.
But I think ultimately what happened today would bring you the closest to your children that you've probably ever been in your mind.
I'm very close to my children.
You're afraid to lose time with them if you get the divorce.
Clearly, detectives managed to perfectly articulate Daniel's reality, one he may not have even fully admitted to himself. He is a man so terrified of losing his children, so desperate to stay in control of his family, that he would do anything if he felt it slipping away, even if it meant murder. The detective's brutal honesty leaves Daniel speechless. He doesn't argue or deny it. He just sits there in quiet resignation, wearing the look of someone who's realizing everyone can see straight through his lies.
If you were watching these facts unfold in front of you in a movie, what would you say happened?
There has to be someone else
that was able to...
I gotta be honest with you, I love that question.
Look at this. That was able to turn on the cameras. No one could turn them off except him.
I just love that question. Here's the question I love. When you're talking to someone, you go, if you were watching this in a movie, like, I love that scenario because now it forces you to step away. Yeah. This guy's fucked.
What would you say happened?
There has to be someone else
that was able to turn off the cameras, that was able to use your IP address from your work to create accounts, to send messages and photos, to act as a stalking suspect.
I don't know, I'm not the one who does this. I'm analytical at work, and I read and write fiction at home. I don't do crime drama.
Well, buddy, you already did with your ex. And we talked to her. So, you want to explain that? Or
I think, listen again, and I hope this piece of shit is rotting in hell. But I mean, don't you think at this point you'd be like, wait a minute, you guys are accusing me? Oh no, I want a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wait, whoa, what just happened here?
100%.
Oh yeah.
No one this is.
Kickman is 6.5 hour drive. And then in fact, he was contacted in his house, severely intoxicated. There's no way he could have made that drive.
All this time that you've been looking for him, for the protection order, and you just found him today, like that.
They've been chasing the wrong dog.
It sounds like you're accusing me.
We have a lot of information that points your direction, and we were hoping that you could provide explanation other than it wasn't me.
I don't have a narrative or a story that I can offer to, because I thought we were on the same side.
Well, what would you think, or what would you say if we told you that other people you talk to that are close to your wife expressed that she had maybe told them that she suspected you of having...
She said that right to my face, that she wanted to know if it was me. I told her no.
But I think there's more to the story. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not adding up. I'd like to know what happened this morning. I'd like to know
me too.
What caused you to get so upset to hurt your wife, because I believe that's what happened.
Well, I want to know what happened.
We haven't been there to know, and there's only one person in this room that can tell us.
I think you got confirmation or found out that she had a boyfriend this morning, or something happened that pissed you off, and you did something that you regret now because you can't go back.
I've answered all your questions that I can. You have your theory. Please find the right one. You're done.
As calm as he's been this entire interview, Daniel finally decides he's had enough and drops the act. His story has crumbled. Detectives see straight through his lies, and he knows it. With nothing left to cling to, Daniel quietly asks for an attorney, and the interview comes to an end. Even though he continues insisting he's innocent, there's one detail Daniel admits on his own. One no one even knew about until now. Crystal herself confronted him about being the stalker. Hearing that from Daniel's own mouth hits Martinez hard, because to him, that sounds like the kind of confrontation that could have pushed everything over the edge. But without hard proof, detectives can't yet say Daniel is truly responsible. So with the interview over, Daniel is processed for physical evidence and escorted out of the police station. But before he leaves, he turns back and tells detectives one final thing.
I won't be decided who did this. Because I don't. You don't believe that?
What a creepy fucking voice too.
What a fucking loser.
Why is
bro.
he talking? Why is he whispering?
Like, buddy, you're not in a movie. This is not one of your books that you write. This is real life. You don't sound cool. This isn't Aura. You're a creepy fuck. You sound like a fucking like. Honestly, you sound like a pedophile. We know you're a murderer. What else?
Oh my God, man.
I hope that you're right now, like as we're watching this video, I hope that you're getting fucking gang banged in a jail cell right now by large men.
Find the fucker who did this. Are you married? You have kids? Divorced? Red line yet? I don't care if you capture him. I just want the fucker to pay. He took my children's mother for Christmas.
Over the next 2 days, the case becomes the department's top priority. Every available officer is working on it, and this is when the investigation finally begins to break wide open. Officers in Utah finally finish verifying Anthony's alibi. They find surveillance footage showing him in Utah at the time of Crystal's murder, and there are no travel records or license plate pings placing him anywhere near Colorado. Then, the last of the digital evidence arrives, and this time, it's overwhelming. The burner phones used to send the threatening messages to Crystal were purchased with a Visa gift card registered under Daniel Krug's name, and cell tower records show those burner phones were always in the same location as Daniel's personal phone, meaning he was carrying both devices at the same time. And then comes the final blow. Detectives uncovered Daniel's Google's.
Wait,
dumb.
Wait, hold it. Adam, and again, I'm not trying to help anybody out that's a maniac killer, but what makes me laugh is there's so many people that just refuse to carry cash. They just refuse for whatever reason. So instead, you're going to use a Visa gift card?
I don't think you could actually buy any phones with cash.
What do you mean?
Can?
Is that right, Chet?
What do you mean?
I don't think that you
I
can
can't
buy.
I can't. What do you mean? I can walk into a fucking bodega
I
and
don't
get a.
think
I
you
can get a
can-
burner.
I don't think you can go to
I
a
get a burner.
store.
I can. Yeah, I can go to. I can go into a store and get a burner phone in cash.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You could walk into one of these one of these stores and get a burner phone. How do you know?
I thought you can't do that.
Yeah, I know guys that do that. That's why I know.
What? Why do you know this?
I know guys that do that. They do business. They do things, and they
All right,
use cash.
You're saying too much.
Searches from the night before the murder. How hard would you have to hit someone in the head to make them unconscious?
Buddy, pack this guy up, bro.
Wait.
Pack this shit up, bro.
Wait.
This guy was supposed to be the genius they caught. This guy is
stop.
fucking retarded. No.
Wait. He Googled. Wait a minute.
Pack this guy up, bro.
Wait, this scares me a little bit. They can pull up your Google search history?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And don't worry, it doesn't matter if you're incognito. They can still pull it up.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Dude,
that's bad.
Dude, that was the most sincere shit you've ever heard in your life. That was literally the most sincere thing.
When is a head injury a cause for concern? Piece by piece,
What kind of a Google search is that?
Why would you even have to? Why would you?
Why do you? Yeah, bro. If you hit someone in the head, they'll fucking die. Like,
Yeah, what do you think? There's an amount of pressure you have to put?
What a fucking pussy, bro.
Damn, dude.
You're a fucking pussy.
picture comes together. There's no Anthony, there's no mysterious stalker. It's always been just Daniel. Detectives now understand exactly what happened. Daniel created the entire stalking persona in a twisted attempt to regain control of his failing marriage. And when Crystal began to suspect the truth, Daniel killed her to cover it up. On December 16th, Dan in control of his failing marriage. And when Crystal began to suspect the truth, Daniel killed her to cover it up. On December 16th, an arrest warrant is issued for Daniel.
Wait a minute, hold on here.
please just be getting. Oh my God! Please be getting raped
Wait,
in
hold on,
jail
hold
right
on,
now.
hold on.
Repeatedly, please.
Wait a minute, hold it. Did you hear what did you hear what he just said?
Please be getting raped.
She suspected him. So if she never suspected him, would he have killed her, or would he have just got divorced?
I don't know.
Oh, you see, wait, we didn't look at that angle.
It doesn't even matter though.
No, I'm saying though, but okay.
Krug. Officers are dispatched immediately, finding him on his way to his daughter's dance performance. As patrol units close in, Daniel's movements strike them as suspicious. He appears to be heading back towards his car, and officers believe he may be trying to get away.
This is a detective. Get him out. Go on the island. Just get right. All right, we're coming up in front. Just get up and bump the back. No, fuck. Go. Just go. Go. Show us your hands! Show us your hands!
Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah! Oh, these guys are loving this shit. Let's go!
Fuck out of here, pussy.
These guys are loving this. Look at this. They're not going to let him make a move.
Under red.
Oh, yes. How good do
Daniel
these guys
Krug is
feel
taken
right now,
into
these
custody
cops?
without
These
incident.
cops are loving
In
this.
the weeks that follow, police finish their work. The digital forensic evidence, the surveillance timeline, the phone data, all of it leads back to the same person. Investigators become certain that Daniel Krug acted alone. He created a fake stalker, framed an ex-boyfriend, manipulated his wife, his children, and law enforcement. Before the case reaches trial, Daniel formally pleads not guilty. In April of 2025, his case moves into the courtroom. The story prosecutors present is devastatingly clear.
This was about Dan losing control. He was not in love with Christelle, and that resentment had turned to rage by the time we get to December 14th. Think about what he did to her. You don't do that to somebody you love. Think about the absolute nightmare and hell that he made the last few months of her life.
On the other hand, Daniel's defense argues that there was no physical evidence placing him at the crime scene and that he could not have been the killer.
We know the physical evidence. And there is an enormous disconnect between that and the circumstantial picture the prosecution wants you to believe.
Dude, here's the question though, in all seriousness. How did he not have anything on his how did he not have any blood or I mean how is that? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
he stabbed her. There must have been blood residue.
How did he get rid of that shit?
That's
bro?
what I'm saying, dude.
He got rid of that shit. What if he didn't do it? Did OJ do it?
OJ was guilty of sin.
Hmm.
OJ did that shit.
Recently, they had conversations with people that were in the. Did something break? Did something literally just break off?
A bolt.
Am I gonna fall on my ass? Did a bolt come out? Am I gonna?
I don't know where this came from.
Leave it over there. Don't worry
It's a
about
fucking bolt.
It's an extra one. Don't worry about it. What I'm saying is this:
Wait.
there were jurors that said, "No, we knew he was guilty, but circumstances we weren't gonna convict." So that right there tells you all you need to know, bro. All right, let's go.
Mr. Krug did not kill his wife. He did not commit these crimes.
After both sides make their case, the jury deliberates for nearly 2 days, and on April 17th, 2025, they return with their verdict.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree.
Daniel is found guilty of first-degree murder, stalking, and criminal impersonation. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
I want to give
Fuck that piece of shit. Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. Shout out to Dr. Insanity.
This was this could be the best one.
This
Catch
is
y'all
one
boys
of
in
the
the
best.
next
I mean,
one, man.
I'm not
Did
gonna.
over 2 hours cash?
I'm
Over 2 hours cash.